Hey everyone, welcome back to Fat Spoon Barbecue. Today we're going to be making Bockwurst. I've been wanting to make this for a while because I love it. So here we go. So I got a 5.25 pound pork butt here. I thought it was boneless, but of course it's not. So anyway, we're going to start. We're going to just get this thing cubed up and get it in the freezer. This way it firms up around 30 degrees or so. This way it'll go through our grinder easier. And it won't pretty much bog down the meat grinder. So I'm just going to cube this thing up, decent sized pieces, not too big, not too small, just so it goes through the grinder with no problem. That. Okay. And I thought this was boneless. Guess I should have read the label, but it's not, so I'll take the bone out also. All right, now that our meat's been chilled right here, it's been in the freezer for about 45 minutes or so. We're gonna grind this. We're gonna grind this on a small plate with my loud grinders. So let's get it started. All right, we're gonna get this meat finished grinding, but see how it's coming out kind of like a spaghetti? That's exactly how you want. You know it's chilled enough. So we're gonna finish grinding this and then we'll be back. All right, now that our meat's all ground up, looking beautiful, I'm gonna put this back in the freezer, get a little chill on it, because next we're gonna go into the food processor with it, because this is an emulsified sausage. So once it's chilled, we'll be back. All right, now that our meat's been chilled, we're gonna start with our spices right here. In here, I have 2 1/4 tablespoons of kosher salt, 1 1/4 teaspoons of curing salt, number 1 teaspoon of white pepper, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 1/2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of mace, 1 teaspoon of coriander, and 5 3/4 tablespoons of potato starch. That's going to be our binder. Right here, I have 16.79 ounces of ice. So what we're going to do, I got a mallet here, I'm going to crush it. And this is important because we're going to be adding this to the emulsified meat. It's going to keep it cold and help extract the proteins. So we have an awesome sausage. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this is probably the worst, messiest part. Emulsifying sausage. Plus it creates more dishes. That's right. So we got that all crushed up. Looks good. Good. Alright, now we're going to start emulsifying our meat. We're going to do a little bit at a time because this isn't a industrial food processor. It's a kind of a home one. So it's that, a little bit at a time. Oops, lost the part. Don't need that part, I don't think. look at it. Getting there. So what we're going to do is, through this process, we're going to be adding crushed ice to this to keep it cold, and it's going to help it emulsify. So I'm just going to grab a little handful here and hit it. That looks good, actually. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to take the blade out. I'm going to get this meat into our bowl. And move on to the next batch. So with this batch, oops, forgot to put the blade back in. With this batch, we're going to be going to adding the spices to it, or half of them I should say. And then we'll just keep going until all this is done. That's enough. We're going to add about half our spices, and then some ice, and we're just going to keep going. Oops. Let's have a look. It's looking good. We're gonna get a little more. So we're gonna be basically, I'm gonna just emulsify the rest of this, add the rest of the spices and the ice, and we'll be back when we're done. All right, now that our meat's been all emulsified, we're gonna give this another good mix. Make sure everything's incorporated. It's kind of like meat bubble gum. We're gonna get this good mix. And after this, we're going to get it in a freezer, and then we're going to get it stuffed. But this consistency feels great. Yeah, this could be perfect. So we'll get it in the freezer, in the refrigerator, I should say. It's pretty cold right now, but I want to be a little cooler. So we'll get it in there, we'll stuff it, and then we'll be back. All right, let's get this sausage stuffed here. So get this off. I'm hoping that it'll all fit in here. We'll see. Get it in there. Slam it in there. So we don't want any air pockets. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm not gonna. Oh, actually I will. Yeah, I think I'll be able to fit it all. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to get this on the machine here, the sausage stuffer. Ooh. As usual, I did oil up my gasket. I have a brand new gasket on here. And now what I have here is some pre-cased kielbasa casings. I've used them before. Well, the first time I used them didn't work out so well for me. But watch the video and hopefully they go on better this time. Figured I got these kielbasa casings. Might as well use them up, and they're long enough so I know I'll have enough. So we're trying to get the tube over it. Alright, I think I fixed our little problem here. I think I put it in backwards. Who knows? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it started. And I think I've never done it before. And I can remember anyway. I'm going to put this in all in one big link. And then I'm going to make single links out of that. So we got that started. So ooh, that's a lot. All right. Give that a tie. Snip that. And let's start stuffing these things and see how they come out. Like I said, we're going for one big link. So I'm just gonna firmly hold that at the tip. And if there's some pieces that aren't fully stuffed, I could always tighten them up when I'm making the links, like that one right there. That's a good thing about this way. I could just tighten it up and make links, and tighten them while I'm making the links, I should say. Let's do this. Kind of, yeah, there's one. Well, that's right, we'll fix it. I'll say that now, but we'll make it work. Obviously they're not the best looking yet, but we'll just keep going and they'll all be tight when I'm done. I guess that's the goal anyway. We'll make it work. I don't think I was putting enough pressure on this horn here with my fingers, but now they're coming out better. Like I said, we'll fix them. Much better. And these kielbasa casings are really long, so we'll have a lot left over. See if I can make some sense out of this here. Get back on there. So obviously I'm not a professional sausage maker, but when it's all said and done, they look good and they taste great. 98% of them anyway. So that's it. We're empty. I'm going to bring that off. Snip that. Give this a tie. Maybe. Like that. Bring that down. Just like that. Snip that. And let's see if I can link these guys up here. Move this out of the way. And basically, we're just gonna give a little pinch here. Twist it. Then we'll do that. Twist it, and it'll be nice and tight. That's the goal anyway. That's going away from me. Go right here. Give another pinch. And while I'm pinching down, it's all going to move down into the sausage. That's the goal anyway. And if we can do this without breaking any casings, we'll be great. So that's that. That one's done. And we'll move down. See, as that I'm doing that, it's pushing it into here, and it's gonna make them tight. So just like that. And tight, you want to make them a little more tighter, just give them a couple more twists. That's that. I'm gonna move down, gently squeeze it. I guess the good thing about not stuffing them too tight is I won't be breaking them as I'm doing this. All right, so. Same thing. Some are bigger than the others, but it doesn't matter. Still gonna eat them. Okay. Move down this one. Obviously, she's got it. Oh, that's why. Okay. And I forgot which way I was going. That's all right. Okay. This way. Towards me. Nice and tight. This way. Away. This one. We'll do two more. We'll have an extra big one. That's all right. Twist. This one. There we go. Try to get them all to the same thickness. And this is going to be an extra big one. Twist it. So that's it. There's our sausages. So now we're going to get these into the smoker. What we're going to do is I'm going to smoke these guys, cold smoke them at 165 for about an hour and a half until they reach an internal temperature of around 130, which isn't our core what we want. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it in there, cold smoke it at 165. Then we're going to put some hot water in there in the smoker to increase humidity. This way the casings won't be rubbery. Then after that, we'll poach it in water about 176 degrees for about a half an hour, and they'll be done. Now usually when I make sausage, I put them on a rack in the refrigerator overnight to dry out, but being we're cold smoking them, they'll be fine in there. So we'll get the smoker ready, and we'll be back. All right, now that our sausage is on the rack here, I have some hot water here, which I'm going to take over this way here and put it in the smoker, and this is going to increase the humidity in here. Our smoker's up to temp, so now what we're going to do is, get our sausage in there, just like that. Okay, then we're going to let it go for about an hour, hour and a half, and we'll check in on it and wait to see when it's done. We'll see you then. Alright, so our sausage has been in the smoker about an hour, hour and a half, and we have an internal of 130, so what we're going to do is we'll be putting this into water. Our water is 176 degrees. We're going to try to maintain that, maybe a little under, a little over I should say, but we're going to put these in here for about 20 minutes or so until we reach an internal temperature of 155. So we're going to do that, get these in here, probably about 15-20 minutes or so, let them go, and after that we'll ice bath them. And after that, we'll be back. All right, so our sausages are at 155 right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get these guys into an ice bath. They look and smell amazing. We'll get them in an ice bath, just like that. And we're gonna let these guys cool for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll give it a shot. They look and smell amazing. I don't know if you can see this, but some of my ass cubes. You see it, it's a skull. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, we'll let these guys cool and we'll be back and taste it. Alright, let's slice into one of these things, see how they look. Look at that. I don't think you see it, all the juice is coming out. That looks fantastic. So alright, now we're going to give it a taste test. I want to slice into it first, but it smells beautiful. So we'll give it a taste test. Alright, let's give these guys a taste. Looks and smells amazing. And there it is, let's see. It's fantastic. I love it. That's definitely another winner. Well, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you soon. Good night.